Welcome back to News Across Nigeria. A peace pact between the Benue state government and the Nasarawa state government to prevent clashes, the source of which resulted in the death of over 10 to 17 people. But before we continue with that story, we'd like to remind you that you can find all our top stories on our website, channelstv.com, and on youtube.com/channelsweb. Visit m.channelstv.com to view us live on your mobile device. You can also download the Channels TV app for Android, iOS, and Windows phones from their respective stores. We'd also like to tell you to please interact with the Eyewitness feature in the Channels TV app. If you have pictures or videos you'd like to share with us, just tap the application on your device, swipe to reveal the Eyewitness menu, and follow the instructions. 13 people killed, 17 people injured, and over 65 houses burned in the recent clashes between warring ethnic groups and communities in Nasarawa and Benue states. Now, the lawmaker representing the Odegi local constituency, Mohammed Okpoku, today confirmed this to Channels Television correspondent in Lafia, the state capital. Meanwhile, the governor of Benue State, Samuel Otom, insists that the two states are presently working together on a peace pact.
The crisis between warring communities in Nasarawa and Benue State has led to another attack where many lives were lost and property destroyed. The Nasarawa State Deputy Governor says several meetings have been held with leaders of the affected communities in order to end the crisis.
From reports we are getting from our security agencies, that is actually working. The people are cooperating with us. The Fulani herdsmen are cooperating. The Agatu locals, they are cooperating. The community leaders and the chief are really cooperating with us. But what we are getting the report we are getting this morning, it's something different entirely. And one will have to go back and see where it is coming from. It's quite unfortunate that we had the program erupted in Nagatu last week, and again we're hearing that of Ogofa in Nasarawa local government.
The lawmaker representing Udege Local Development Area, Mr. Mohammed Okpoku, is also appealing to the federal government to deploy more security personnel to the affected areas.
I had a call that there was a sharp attack by some group of persons, properly not yet identified, to Ogofa, where people lost their life and some houses were burned. That is why, and that is where we are now. Or the state government has been doing all it could to ensure that the problem is arrested. And for now, that is the position we are. Of course, this incidence of crisis here and there, killing here and there, burning houses here and there, of course, I don't really know, has been a matter of concern, not only in my constituency, but in the major part of Nasarawa State.
The Nasarawa State government believes that the several meetings with the leaders of the affected communities will help. Benue State is also doing something to end the situation. The Benue government moved the affected people in Agatu to a safer place where relief materials and foods were provided for them. Governor Otom says the crisis would soon be over and his deputy has gone to Nasarawa for a possible way out.
I'm aware that the governor and government of people of Nasarawa State are working together with us to find a lasting solution to this problem. We're doing everything that is possible within our limits to ensure that we bring the situation to normalcy. My deputy and I have been up and doing. My deputy traveled down to Agatu to assess things for himself, and the refugees in Otukpo and Apa, and all where they are now residing with some relief materials. And we have come back to reinforce, and we have made a report to National Emergency Relief Agency, and we believe that there too support will come.
The Nasarawa and Benue State's government say they are not relenting in their efforts to see an end to this crisis in the local communities.
Back to the South now, the Edo State Police Command has commenced the verification of vehicle licenses across the 18 local government areas of the state. The State Police Public Relations Officer told Channels Television that the exercise is geared towards restoring sanity to the roads. He also urged the people to cooperate with the police as the exercise aims to create safer roads for Edo State residents.
The law provides that vehicle licenses be renewed periodically to validate ownership of the vehicles and also an avenue for revenue generation for the states. The Edo State Police spokesman said the exercise is aimed at enforcing the law as well as bringing sanity to the roads.
We have the road safety corps, we have the civil defense, we also have the VIO under the Edo State Internal Revenue Board. We want to see how our roads can be free for road users. Including, we are going to also clamp down on vehicles using tinted glasses without approval.
The result? The roads have been deserted. Commuters are helpless, with some taking to trekking, while others are literally stranded.
You can see that the vehicles are reduced now because many of them have been impounded and they are going to be tried in the mobile court established for this exercise. We have 4 designated areas where these mobile courts are sitting in the metro. We have one at the museum center. We have one at the youth center at Akpakpava. We have one at Eworia Magisterial Court, Saple Road Aziz. And we have the 4th one at Uselu Town Hall. These mobile courts are put in place to ensure that we have a speedy trial of these traffic offenders.
The exercise, codenamed Operation Velvet, is expected to last for 6 days, after which the police say the outcome will be reviewed.
To the southwestern part of the country now, where the Commissioner of Police in Ogun State, Abdul Majid Ali, has redeployed the Divisional Police Officer, Shagamu Division, CSP John Mark, to the command headquarters, Ilewero, Abeokuta. His redeployment comes on the heels of allegations of extortion leveled against him by members of the public. According to the Commissioner, the command is not insensitive to the plight of the public and have launched an investigation into the matter. He gave assurances that the command will not tolerate any act of corruption and inappropriate behavior that can damage the image and reputation of the police force. And staying in Ogun State, the Ogun State government have taken the welfare of people living with disability in Ogun State very seriously. That is why the Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Education, Mr. Elijah Akinyemi, reiterated the government's commitments during the presentation of free wheelchairs to some students of the public primary and secondary school in Abeokuta.
Opportunity to solicit for the moral and financial intervention of the general citizenry of the state to lend a helping hand toward building an inclusive society, to accommodate the needs and aspirations of all persons. There is nothing too small or too big to give. In your spare moments, you can volunteer time to fellowship, serve as readers or interpreters for those of them with hearing and visual challenges, and even harness the hidden potentials of the moderate intellectually challenged ones by engaging them in vocational training in crafts and artwork, dancing and music. Corporate bodies and social organizations and groups may pay attention to the provision of specialized equipment, tools and aids.
You're watching news across Nigeria. Coming up, a heavy rainstorm in Imo State leaves property destroyed. Stay with us.